Official watches. Ultimate timekeepers of UCMMA.
My name is George Tokkos, I'm 27, I'm from London, I'm fighting out of Inglorious Grapplers.
Hi, I'm beniamin veverita. I'm from Timișoara, Romania. I'm 24 years old and I'm an independent fighter.
I've had a good camp for this fight, I've trained 6 to 8 weeks, I'm ready to get in there.
I prepared in all the aspects required for an MMA fight. I train as usual, just a bit more cardio involved.
Ben, you're a nice guy, but you got no business being in there with me. You're going to need a stroke of luck to beat me, so if I get a hold of you, we're going downtown, it's going to be a quick night.
May God help me and see you tonight.
I'll show you what I mean. Hands for your money, cause I'm gonna pull out your spleen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening! Our first contest this evening, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts fighting in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. This man brings with him into the cage an undefeated record of 2 wins, opposite no defeats. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, his official weight, 95 kilograms. He's an independent fighter. Here is Beniamin Veverita. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 95.4 kilograms. Fighting out of Inglorious Grapplers, here is George Tokkos. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, third man in the cage, is A.J. Jeffrey.
Here we are once again at the Troxy Arena in London, England for UCMMA 52, and the first fight of the evening gets underway.
Big fighters. Good work by Benjamin. Looks for that ankle, Grant. He's trying to turn it on.
He's got a figure of 4 ankle lock there, and he's got it tight.
It's on. It looks to be, it must be painful. Good defense there. He needs to just get that heel into the bicep, push it away.
Yep, Tokkos needs to turn.
Benjamin just keeping hold of that toe lock, trying to wrench it on. And credit to George. I mean, he must be in quite a lot of discomfort there, Grant.
Well, Tokkos is out of it. But let me tell you, Veverita, a Romanian fighter, is no slouch. He's got a record of 2-0 at the moment, but he's got his sights set on a long career in MMA. Let me tell you something. Very early on in his career, but he eats, sleeps and breathes mixed martial arts. Both these big guys, he's setting up an armbar here, Rob.
Be beautiful work if he can roll it out, Grant.
He could slip this into a triangle. But you can see our Romanian is very well rounded at these early stages. He's got heavy hands, we've seen that in his previous fights.
Still trying to...
Possibly, he's setting up a Kimura here. No, Tokkos is out of it.
Good work by George. Standing position.
And actually, we haven't seen any of Tokkos' skills in this fight yet because he's been dominated so much. But now he's got the Romanian on his back.
Good guard, good pass there, sorry. Side control.
Yep, he's taking his time, he's doing the right thing.
Position before submission, as the old school used to teach.
Control your opponent and then finish them. He's looking to pass if he pushes that knee back.
Benjamin just trying to stop that pass. Good work. Benjamin slips out well.
Yep. Could be setting an arm triangle up here.
Needs to pass through that guard.
He needs to hop over
Slip to the other
onto
side.
the Romanian's right-hand side.
George moving well. Gets into that mount.
Yep, he's got full mount now. He needs to posture up, get out of Veverita's grip, get some posture and land some strikes. He's got his back if he wants. He gets that other hook in.
There's one hook there. Looking to flatten his opponent out.
I think Veverita might be too wise for this. He's going to slip out the back door and perhaps get back to his feet.
Tokkos does well.
No.
Two hands on one. Two hands on one. Turn, Benjamin. Turn to your left. Turn to your right. Good. Keep turning. Keep turning.
Tokkos does well. Keeps control. Good work into mount
Tokkos did
position.
very well there. You're right, Rob.
Big shot upwards there from Benjamin.
Yep.
Use the cage. Use the cage. Push. Push off the cage. Use the cage.
Great movement there, but that does wear you out. You use a lot of energy avoiding strikes by moving your whole body from the bottom there. I think the early onslaught might have flustered Tokkos, and he hasn't managed to get any rhythm.
Benjamin, stand up.
Goes for that arm on the far side. Changes tact.
Benjamin, stand it up. Benjamin, stand it up.
Veverita's corner there telling him to stand it up and strike.
Benjamin, stand
He needs to be careful there with those hammer fists. Some of them landing very close to the back of their head.
Tokkos drives, clinging onto that single leg. Possibly looking to go upright. Does well, beautiful work. Good takedown.
Yeah, it seems that both guys are happy to fight on the ground, but perhaps it'd be an idea for Tokkos just to get the fight standing, create some distance, and get his thoughts together. He's got that arm triangle again, Rob.
He's been passed over, Grant.
He could have it.
Technique
It's
now.
sunk in.
If he gets the technique right, this could be it.
Veverita showing the referee with his thumb that he's okay. Veverita needs to push his hips.
Changes tact.
Yep.
And it was just fine-tuning that technique, Grant. The fight could have been over.
Yep. Well, here we go, Rob, for the second round of our first fight of the evening. Greece versus Romania.
Double jab, right
And
low kick. Double jab, right low kick.
on my
Let's go.
scorecard, I
Double
would have
jab, right low
just
kick.
given that first round. I think Tokkos inched it,
Double jab, right
although
low kick,
Veverita
Benj.
dominated the
Double jab,
first
right low
half of that round.
Trust me, bro. Double jab, right low kick.
It's a tough one to call, Grant.
I
right
agree,
now.
yeah.
Both fighters just continuing to take a breather, I believe, as they come together.
They both used up a lot of energy in that very first round.
Double jab, right low kick, Benjamin.
And it still amazes me, you know, some of the guys early on in their careers, they work so much on technique and neglect cardio. And really, when you actually get in there, cardio is so important. You know, it can be 80% of a fight sometimes. As the fight drags on and your gas tank gets empty, it's the fighter who's stronger for longer that can win, regardless of technique sometimes.
Good. Hit the body, hit the body.
Big shots.
Yeah, that Veverita's got heavy hands, hasn't he, at all angles.
Gets a takedown.
Tokkos worked well there for the position. He got the takedown and just scrambled to maintain top position. He's now passed.
Mount position.
I'm surprised. Tokkos, our Greek fighter, he's got great credentials, stood up. He's very well rounded as a kickboxer, and yet he's chosen to take the fight to the ground at every opportunity, really. Now again here,
Pushing off the cage. Good man.
not much in the way of ground and pound from the Greek.
And now he starts hammer fists.
Yeah, but that's wasted energy there, Rob. One of those got through, one of those shots. Every other shot was on the gloves and not particularly powerful.
Keep that look. Good. Keep your head in tight.
You need to pick your shots, and you need to use the correct body mechanics to make them powerful.
Good work by Tokkos again,
Tokkos.
looking for that triangle, but didn't
Yeah.
quite get it.
Exactly.
Now it's Benjamin's turn, and we know he hits hard.
Yep. Beniamin Veverita, our Romanian fighter. He's got top position at the moment, but he is in a triangle. There it goes.
Beautiful work, great technique. Does well to defend it.
Yeah, he's very powerful, the Romanian. He's got heavy strikes. And each of his strikes, in the judges' eyes, you can see, no matter who throws more, Veverita's are the more effective ones that are landing. Now you can see, Rob, as both fighters are getting tired, they're maintaining a bit more position, and there's less of that scrappy work. They're having to think a lot more about what they're doing, but they don't want to make a mistake at the same time.
Good work by Benjamin to push off, but
looks like he wants to get back to his feet.
Tried to scramble, but George just controlled the hips. Again, now working that arm from the bottom, Benjamin. Very difficult position to...
Yeah, it's funny, you know, we'll look at a submission like that there, trying to get a Kimura from when the other guy has mounted you. We'd say, yeah, you won't get a tap from that, but every now and again we're surprised,
yeah,
aren't we?
you
Yeah,
do get one.
You just don't, you don't know what's going to happen with mixed martial arts. Veverita did well there to get out of that, but ends up on the bottom once again.
See that tiredness taking its toll, Grant. Two heavy guys under these hot lights. Almost 10 minutes of time now, they've been going at it.
And this is just very, very tiring. There's nothing particularly much happening that you could call very, very effective. No damaging work. The odd partial submission attempt. A lot of struggle for dominant position. It's very, very tiring, but how do the judges score work like this? Well, there you have it, 2 rounds of action. A difficult one for the judges to score because there's nothing but, you know, depends what they look at as effective work. Neither fighter's coming out of it too damaged. None of the submission attempts were close to a finish. So, and this is why we have 3 judges, Rob. Here we go then, Rob, 3rd and final round of our heavyweight contest. Now, both big guys, and they've worked very, very hard for the first 2 rounds, so they must be exhausted, but they're still going. Credit to their conditioning.
Benjamin's corner calling for him to use his hands.
Yep. I noticed that, Veverita. His corner telling him to stay standing.
Get your left arm on the inside grip and look it up. Let's go.
And use his boxing skills. Tokkos straight in, looking for a takedown again. That's where he wants the fight.
Looking to take that single leg. Drag it out of there and put Benjamin on his back.
I mean, I would never recommend fighters leaving it to a judge's decision. Veverita did very well there. But Veverita's corner telling him, stand it up, stand it up. Both fighters should be looking for a finish somewhere. Veverita's striking is so much more effective than Tokkos, but Tokkos has been such a handful on the ground.
Certainly has. Under instruction from Ashley Grimshaw. Beautiful work to mount position.
Get that left arm.
Benjamin just using strength, rolls his opponent, almost gets that armbar, doesn't quite get it, sorry, bad position.
Yeah, it's difficult when you're this slippery and this wet and this exhausted, unless you've got great control of your opponent. Veverita's avoidance of the strikes is cheeky, but you can't just lay there and avoid them. I mean, it's very frustrating for both these fighters. It's so evenly matched.
George just controlling those hips, steps over again.
Veverita with a sort of a sloppy, partial guillotine that won't be very effective at all. If I was Veverita, I'd listen to my corner and get the fight standing. I don't think Tokkos' strikes will be too much to bother Veverita in this final round, but Veverita's got very, very heavy hands and could finish the fight if it was standing.
Again, looking for that Kimura, looking to take that arm.
Veverita's corner there relentlessly telling him to stand up, stand up. Referee standing the fight up. They're working, but it's not really progressing, so I think that's a fair call. Now let's see. Come on, guys, let's finish it. Let's see some fireworks.
Lots of fainting up there, Grant.
They're both exhausted. They're trying to catch their breath before they do anything.
George is the first, puts that jab out.
There we go. He's got Tokkos on the back foot. But down it goes again. Veverita's corner were telling him then when he had the opportunity to stand it up, stand it up. He's looking for an armbar here, but I don't think he's going to get it. I would agree with his corner. He had an opportunity to get back to his feet there.
George passed guard again beautifully, straight into side mount.
And we saw when they were standing, just from that little flurry, that Tokkos doesn't want to see any part of a striking exchange. They're both very, very slippery. They're tired. They've worked so hard. There's that arm triangle attempt again. Tokkos needs to get his hips further round.
Left arm on the ground. Left elbow in the ground. Good, good. Keep wiggling. There we go. Now stand it up then.
Last 10 seconds. This fight's going to go to the judges, Rob.
Tough one to call, Grant. We often say it, and I've got to be honest, I'm really glad I'm not a judge on that one.
Well, in my opinion, George Tokkos from Greece will nick this one. And it should be known, I've often been wrong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts fighting, we go to the judges' scorecards. Our judges score this bout 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, George Tokkos. And let's hear it for your runner-up, Beniamin Veverita.
George, I know you're a little tired then, mate. First time in the cage pro. You've done the full distance. You was fighting quite a character. I mean, he was talking loads of trash talk to you and your team. But you kept with your teammates, listening to them the whole time. You must be proud. Who have you got to thank?
Yeah, just my corner. My boy come from Portugal to corner me. One and only Ash Grimshaw. To all the friends and family and the missus especially for supporting me the whole time.
We definitely look forward to seeing you next time. Everyone, your winner, George Tokkos.